Howdy, everybody. Been hanging out with Christine and looking for my water jug. I'm gonna fill it while my battery's juicy. Just had the damn thing. No, I refuse. Thank you, sir. Right on, right on. Hey everybody. So Sparky, Sharpie, Judith, how you doing? Uh-oh. Hey Nick. Smacking people already. I hope y'all are doing well. We're gonna go get some go-go juice. I wanted to head out before dark, but you know how it goes. I'm slow. Oh yeah. I want to check my lights right quick. Or I'm driving out on the highway.
says those people should just leave the channel rather than make stupid comments.
Yeah. I guess it's a thing to do nowadays. I don't know. We come from a different generation. I can't imagine for the life of me thinking that sitting around making dumb comments on YouTube is the way I'd want to spend my childhood. Get all kinds of stuff.
Nick says, I know.
Something wrong with these people. It's called the core curriculum, goddammit. It's not healthy for a child's mind. I got new brakes on this motherfucker acting like it's a car. I'm driving up on it.
Nick says a whole lot of supplements. So, Judith says it showed everyone you have no intelligence.
For free. I was like,
okay, Nick says it does.
Yeah, I'm gonna let this guy
because
go.
it's night, Goofy.
Yeah, it's night. Come on by. I could tell he didn't want to wait on my bullshit. So what are you doing? Oh, I didn't have it pointed the right way.
Did
Huh?
you did not?
Oh well, now. The lighter. Where's mine? We find that. Let me eat. Should be around here somewhere. Got it. I remember where I put it.
He says, bro, this is a driving stream.
Yep, we drive. Tonight we are. Last night we were Sunset Stream. This afternoon, I guess we were driving stream. We do all kinds of shit. You never know. One night we were Magnet Stream, next night we were motherfucking Raw Map Stream. They were digging up fucking insane shit in Michigan. Goddamn Lost City of Atlantis and shit. We found it, stream. We got a lot of streams under our belt over here. we just that way. Hey, translator.
Sorry, my fucking internet's being weird. Self Valley Vato says self-deporting. Question mark.
Self what? Deported.
Yep.
Hey,
Blocked it. Threw a wrench at him.
no.
It's a message.
I was top senatorial investigator in North Carolina under Republican Jim Davis, boy. I ain't deporting shit. We're Republican, don't give a fuck as long as you leave us alone. Call it conservative.
Page. And I posted the community page.
There you go. I ain't gonna do that motherfucker any good. You got a Trump 2024 sticker. Hey. This is gonna be a good movie. Who's writing the book? Someone needs to be writing this shit. I ain't got time. I'm driving.
Rato saying I just passed up the 86,000 seconds.
Oh shit. 86,000 seconds and then some. Go to the community page or not. We're not a social club here, funny enough.
Nick says, hit everyone so hard they were begging to have him back.
The moderators own this channel and they don't play around. I invite trolls. The idiots and the children need to beware. The wrenches are there for a reason. We're not a social club until you earn it. It's like a private club. You got to know your magnet, then you're welcome. Until then, well, you got issues. Get to the community page if you want to know what this channel's about. If not, swipe left, swipe right. We're still going to head down the road. We got important business.
It says all wrenched or new. There's so many lights, Kim. Nick says Schumann hit pretty hard yesterday here on the West Coast in the high desert. My brother has an event out there and said 3 people passed out.
Damn.
I told him Mikey Schumann's.
Spiky Schumann's is right, man. They're running about everywhere. I'm gonna need that tank, bud.
No. How loud?
Want some gas for the generator?
No.
Actually, I can pump it right in the generator. I ain't even got the fucking do nothing. Never mind.
You can't? Man, you left the door to Jamie's. Oh my God. They're out to get you, Kif. They're out to get you. They're gonna get you. Oh no, Kif. The lights. They're gonna get you. Oh shit. They're leaving you, Kif. Oh, there's more. What are you gonna do, Kif? What are you gonna do? You gonna bark at us? Are you gonna bark at them? Are you gonna get your puppy? Are you gonna get your puppy? Your puppy. Barking at reflections. You are barking at reflections, mister. You don't see anything. You don't. I guarantee you don't see anything there, Kif. Other than a lot of lights. That's all you see. You're crazy. You're just crazy puppy. You are. You're blind. You are. You're just blind. just a puppy. You're just a puppy. You are just a puppy. You're just a puppy. Oh, you're just a puppy. That's all you are. You're just a puppy. You are. You're just a puppy. You're just a puppy. That's all you are. You're a puppy. You're just a puppy. You are. You're just a simple little bitty puppy. You're just a little puppy. I got you. I got you. I got you. You're just a puppy. Oh, you're just a puppy. Are you a puppy? Are you just a puppy? You're just a puppy. You're a fucking puppy. You're a puppy. You're a puppy. You're a kitty. Tucky. Destroy the blind and deaf puppy. He is defenseless. Destroy him. He cannot see or hear. I got you. I got you. You just a puppy. You were gotten. You've been gotten. You're just a puppy. I pinned your community.
Huh?
I pinned your community.
Oh, thank you.
Nick says, y'all hear about that friendly fire incident in the Red Sea recently?
Yes, I did.
Sparky says, yeah. Judith says, who did the friendly firing?
That's pretty embarrassing.
Nick says, I just saw one vid on it, and to my understanding, it was our own naval department.
Yeah. Navy shot down 2 pilots.
Judith says, unreal. Nick says, yeah, I guess they didn't plan on people being able to think that the opposition over there has craft similar to ours, easily mistaking it. Question. Question mark.
Yeah. A failure right there.
Christmas Day.
I was thinking about hitting the highway, but we'll just take the slow way down. I was thinking about getting to take a propane gear for the heater tonight. We can live without that. Tomorrow, get it up at the community center. We'll just fill both tanks tomorrow up at the community center.
Nick says, smells to I had everything going on the past decade and a half.
Yeah, there's a lot of friendly fires. Shit. For me to swallow, man. But that was a good one. Get fired. We've already drank half of one of our gallons of milk. I'm going to stop in here at the Dollar General. Get us another gallon of milk before we head up.
Nick says, friendly fires, tying up loose ends, trimming the fat.
I'd hate to be fat right now. I'm stopping at Jay and I'm going to dump some water in here too.
Nick says, LOL.
I forgot to get some down here to Mike and Shane's. Mike got me too high. Fuck. Damn, these brakes are.
He's like, I'm touchy.
I need to sell the bottom. Fucking getting milk from here from now on, man. It was $1.50 cheaper than goddamn Walmart. Shit. No joke. How you doing, Devin? Welcome to the corn. Got everything in there? Go ahead, go ahead. Yeah, I know. Go ahead. Fucking dumbass. You good? Go ahead, man. All right, fine. Here we go.
Judith says having some coffee on chat for a while.
Sitting here at sunset. Last time we were on, he was just in late.
Lily Blade says you back up.
Yes, ma'am. We're heading back. Well, we're heading that way. We'll stop off at the Flying J, dump some more water in here. Said Mike got me too high. I forgot to get some at his place. Then it got late. He had to go to work. We got a note from our daddy that we've been living in Arizona for 4 months. Thank you, Mike and Cheyenne. Actually, it was a note from Mama, because Cheyenne wrote it. She had better handwriting than the 3 of us. Go figure, right? Me and Mike look like a bunch of chicken scratches. Handed off to the lady. Said, could you write this simple statement? Oh, God. We're helpless. Fucking men. Watch this shit like professional great stop. Fucking A, man.
Judith says that is good to hear, Eric.
This fucking breaks through the shit. Thank you for paying for them, for God's sake. We needed them bad. Jesus. If you only knew what I pulled off of here, you'd be like, Jesus fucking Christ, you left this guy in charge. Oh my God. I've got them in the box, so I'll let you look at it. There is no pad left. They literally fell apart on the fucking floor when I was buying them in the first place. Fill this up, run and get me some cigars. I'll be right back. filling the water. Where am I? Just under a half?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Thank you, sir. You shut that window.
No.
Thank you, sir.
Juice says, now let's do the belt. Gotta keep you safe on the road.
I do the belt every couple of days. It's just, that's as tight as it gets.
Nick says, yeah, is it a power steering belt? Judith says, I thought it was an alternator belt.
Power steering, brake, alternator, both of them. They're on the same wheel. It's as tight as I can get it. It's as tight as it gets.
Nick says, oh, alternator? Yeah, I need
I
that.
got new belts. These are just stretched out.
Don't want it to start chewing through batteries.
This battery's gone already. We're making it work. This battery was used when we got it, huh?
Judith says, and also his lights won't come on because it's slipping.
No, they come on.
He just turns them off to turn.
I just turned them off.
Decrease the strain on the belt.
Yep. See?
Nick says, I'm getting called in, y'all. Much love, everyone. I try to get back.
Love you. Be on the road next hour and 20 minutes, I guess, at least. Yeah, I'm learning new tricks about this belt. It's not fun. And I do have new belts. I can't put one on until the damn thing breaks. It's a policy I got. See, it's working. And I did just tighten this thing when I put the brakes on. That was yesterday.
Judith says, oh, okay.
Now the power steering is less loose than the alternator belt because I can actually do the power steering separately, but the alternator one is it's kind of dictated by how far the other one goes. It's stuck on the other belt. I'm not stuck on it. I mean, it'll only tighten up as far as the other one will allow it, because it's on the same wheel.
Jen says hi to the channel.
Hi, Jen. Welcome to the corner.
Lily Blade says always best to pick the time/place for repair.
Well, the belts are still good. Like I said, it's just a matter that the one is tighter than the other one, and it won't allow me to tighten that one any further. It's just the way the damn thing's designed. They both come down to the same tightener pulley wheel thing. And the one belt's too tight to tighten up the rest of it. That's all. That's all there is to it. I tighten it every now and again when it needs it. Seems like it's stretching the other belt loose. Maybe when we get that motherfucker loose enough, it'll tighten up the other one. I don't know.
Lily Blade says versus roadside.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, Lily, roadside, or I mean, if this thing blew off on the roadside, I could find a place to pull over and put a belt on it. That's the least of our worries. I got all 4 belts for this vehicle. Here, I'm burning this bullshit right away. Get the fuck out from behind me. Thank you. See, most of the time, all I gotta do is let up on the gas a little bit, and it catches. If it's tight enough, sometimes it don't. I gotta give it to you. It's a pain in the ass, but it's just squeaky. Only time it really bothers me is when I'm trying to sneak around doing nefarious shit as I do. Late at night rummages. Whatever is grifters do. We ain't sneaking nowhere. Oh shit.
Lily Blade says cut the old ones off.
Then I gotta loosen everything to put the new ones on, Lily. Have you ever done repair work on a car? Good God. And they'll still squeal. I don't know what to tell you. They'll still squeal. They've squealed since the day I purchased this vehicle. It had brand new belts on it, and they squealed. Because the one belt will not tighten enough to make it not squeal. They're on the same pulley. The other belt is too tight to tighten both belts. I don't know what to tell you. It's wrong. It's not my fault. The belts are just fine. 2 of them run over one pulley, and that pulley is only giving as far as that one really tight belt allows. I can't tighten it anymore. That's physics. I could put a new belt on, it would still squeal just the same as this one does. I have looked into the situation. I actually purchased every belt for this vehicle before we left, if you remember. Got brand new belts because we was having problems. So I'm like, God dang, because it got worse and worse. I didn't realize what was going on. I climbed under there and looked, and it was aggravating because I couldn't get it tight. Then I found the wheel in question, and I was like, oh, well, this one's loose. So I tightened it up as far as it would go. And every now and again, it gets to the point that I got to tighten it again. And just yesterday, I just tightened it again. And it's acting just fine. Driving at night, lights are bright. Ain't got no squeaking going on.
Judith says okay. Lily says fine.
Well, I'm just telling you. We had a new belts 30,000 miles ago. They're still pretty good belts. They got no cracks in them or anything.
David Rich says, any deer?
I hope not. Although we got good brakes now.
We got new brakes.
There is that. We almost ran into an elk a couple weeks back. That was exciting. We didn't have good brakes that day. Thank God he was a little further away from the truck.
Judith says, are we going back to Jamie's?
Yes, ma'am. Needed more water, milk, and tobacco, pretty much.
Jamie says, is it me or did you clean the windshield, Captain?
That's just because it got moist.
Lily Blade says, that's not a 15-minute city.
Can I get a little bit of lemon water?
No. You may not.
Thank you. I wonder if this motherfucker's going to follow me the whole way up the second mesa, fucking flashing his bright lights at me like he wants me to go faster. Now I'm down to about 44. Lights on like it's gonna do something over here. Come on by, baby. No, he's just gonna sit there. Oh, here he comes. Thank you, sir.
Jamie says signal was shoddy earlier. They should have left yesterday.
Yeah, it's not going to be a very good signal coming up either. Usually is.
Bill Meyer says, LOL, I've seen a coyote giving you a paw up.
Coyote paw.
Jamie says their dog Kiff collects coyote paws.
He does. Yeah, I was thinking we might stay in the Painted Desert, but might as well come on up. It ain't that late yet.
It's 8:10.
Is it? Shit. It is kind of late. Oh, shit. Excuse me. If you want us to, we'll hang out at the Painted Desert tonight. I don't want to wake up your neighbors. Scared. Breaking Bad coming through.
Jamie says, not bad for a deaf and blind dog. Bedtime is 9.
I don't know if we're going to make it till about 9:30 though, bro. We're doing about 48.
Jamie says, I remember last time we scared the tourists. Gave Breaking Bad a wide berth. Bill says it's 9:11 p.m. here in Iowa.
They were setting up special signs. No Breaking Bad allowed. In a hurry.
still says it's minus 12 for the last 2 days, and today it hit 45. What a beautiful feeling, Orange.
Yeah. Minus 12, that's a little extreme. That's a lot extreme. It's fucking cold, man. What the hell's it gotta be that cold for? 2024, man. America great again. Warm my globe.
Drove through the entire state of Iowa in 2020 on my way up to Hutchinson, MN, Minnesota. Yeah,
We went up that.
yeah, we did.
Saw big bears up there.
Was nighttime and didn't see anything on the road. Negative 20 in Pemberton is my threshold. Yes, it burns, Lily Blade. Lily Blade said cold burns, but not hot.
No, I just
You may not. You catch your image.
think you're circle of death forever. What's it say?
Yeah, right side. Okay, it's not getting better. See you guys when you get here. Later, the 6 of you watching.
It's down to 4 now. Get you spinning.
Wonder if a buffering circle goes counterclockwise in the southern hemisphere.
That's a damn fun question.
Lily Blade says, road trip, we'll find out. Or let's find out.
That's a mighty long trip. ask a couple folks from Australia. We get them in here now. Can't help it.
Lily blades would be more efficient too. Well, I get it. I was also looking for my football.
Why?
I wanted. Thank you, Christine.
And Cheyenne. And Mike. Mostly Christine. Hey, it's not. I can see Jamie's already. There's the light right there. You see it?
Maybe.
Definitely see second base and first base.
How's your day?
Pretty good, I guess. Crossed off a lot of X's. Boxes. Got to see Mike and Cheyenne. Christy. Don't get to see her every time.
No.
I swear that's the luckiest lady on the fucking planet right there. Jesus, man.
Well, look at this pretty rock.
I know. Like, what the fuck? Woo! Yeah, I need to make a video.
That's a pretty fucking rock.
I know, right? Fucking most amazing rock I've ever seen in my
I know how
life.
to make that in glass.
Bends over, picks it up, looks at it, and says, well, that's neat, isn't it? That's fucking neat. Neat.
That has been made.
I'd like to see something exceptional in her eyes. Holy shit. That's neat. That's neat. You can put it that way.
Any little rock, fucking horse in it.
Millie Fury rock
Fucking
laying there
chipped off from a Millie Fury.
What the fuck?
And now you know some of these fucking scenes probably had fucking tons of Millie Furies in them. Somewhere.
Oh my, what the hell, dude?
Someone made a little fucking painting wall of
Not
these Millie
give
Fury
them-
horses.
Pick that up. If I had seen it, I wouldn't have believed it. I'd been like, no, she painted that rock. I don't know how she got it inside there.
Nope, just picked it up out of nowhere.
Fuck me.
Well, and peace to him, Millie Fury.
I want a Millie Fury rock.
Just snap it in half. You both have one.
Yeah, I know, right? I wouldn't want to try that with that thing. I would, no. That's too amazing. I wouldn't want to try to snap that thing.
I know.
It's fucking beautiful.
Just saying.
I'd take a shaving off of that motherfucker though. I mean, I
You can fucking, you know, snap the plate off me.
You have to have a nice diet. Not
You
that
both
shit.
have one.
Oh my goodness.
They're hanging on to one of these little fucking things. Look at this rock.
I'm glad we were there that day. I can't believe that. I can't believe what was.
You know, there's some.
I got video of it. I still can't believe it. That's fucking raw ass shit right there.
Beautiful art.
Amazing. Motherfucking gemstone horse. It's inside a fucking clear gemstone. I'm like, oh hell no.
Clearly a Millie Fury.
That's just, now you're just showing off. You know what I mean? At that level, you're just showing off. That's fucking straight up
Love it.
amazing.
Made the way you would make it
Yeah.
in glass. You got a crystal, but still.
Same way you made your
Same
butterfly. You see her eyes light up when you told her how you made the butterfly, just like that your horse you found. She's like, ah, got you. Yeah. Shit. Luckiest woman on the planet.
The long picture.
Crazy. It's motherfucking shit right there, dog. It's very,
Considering it's clay, you probably have to be a bit more patient with it, stretch it.
I guess you might do it like that, or
But you might
allow
just put
for
it,
it.
put it
I
up.
don't know. I've been struggling with it.
You might just
Like,
start
how
like
the
that.
fuck? I mean, like, how would you? That's.
I mean, it's a Millie Fiore, clearly.
I don't know.
Maybe they just
Probably,
constructed a big tube of it and just shot it and then chipped the fuck
I'll
out.
tell you what, if I was alive 15,000 fucking years ago when they was doing that, I like to watch. I got ideas.
Advanced Samson castling. Lane's dead.
I got ideas, but that don't mean that's how it was done, you know? That's a gemstone. Or that's something we'll have to revisit someday.
I mean, when you
I mean, when you make a speckled rock, you know, speckle gemstone, make a fucking space turtle and all that shit. That's cool. But a Billy Fiore fucking horse inside a fucking crystal, that's next level shit, dude.
Mm-hmm. That was pretty fucking interesting. A very familiar technique that you use often, suddenly in crystal.
I've seen it in the garden,
Mm-hmm.
but that's still just shape making. You know? That's not.
That one's also a little more explainable.
It's not the fucking.
Billy Fiore's a little more interesting. Definitely.
Definitely.
A little more interesting of concept, considering how he made it in glass.
You know, it's a
Stretch it out.
process. Yeah, how do you do that?
But
With a fucking
you
gemstone.
have to have a clay mixture
That's what
to do that.
I'm thinking. Then what do? You shoot the whole fucking thing.
So either you just make the tube immediately rather than stretching it, or you just made it very slow.
I think it would have to be molded when you mold it. That's
Right.
what I'm just.
Make the first tube first, make the next tube next inside, and put the tube in there. The little horse shoot at.
Look, the clay
Ship it.
mixture works great for the fucking top of these sculpture things, the imprints and shit. But you can't make a gemstone just whimsy-whamsy like that. You can't make it clay, or you can't make it liquid. It has to be a certain formula. It has to be a certain formula, a very specific formula to make a gemstone. So I don't know how you can do that Billy Fiore like that in gemstone like it was done. It had to be hot. It had to be viscous already. I don't see where they could have made it thick. Maybe they have a way, you know, I don't know, freeze it or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I would like to been around to see.
It's interesting what that rock tells.
I got a couple ideas, but yeah, there's physics involved in that are screaming at me. No, it wasn't done cold. It wasn't done cold like the sculptures. That's straight up.
Considering the shape too, it looked like
It
a
looked like
little rounded at the end,
yeah,
rather than perfect.
I know. It looked like it was like we saw the very end of Billy Fiore.
Had to have been,
I got pretty good video of it. The horse. Christine's the lady who found the horse out here last year when we were here with Mike and Cheyenne, them walking up and down the river. I made a video. It's a fucking gemstone. With a horse Billy Fiore inside of it, or a donkey, something, some kind of fucking. But it's definitely a horse or some kind of, or a donkey, one too. But it's in the gemstone itself. It is the gemstone. It's like I made my Billy Fiore eyeballs.
The long picture.
You guys have seen me make. You guys have seen me make my Billy Fiore's. You know what I'm talking about. It's in a gemstone, man. Christine's the one who found that thing. The ranch house out in Holbrook, the wallpaper is the exact same fucking horse or donkey or whatever it is. Exact same one. The ears are done the same way and everything. I was like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, I mean, seriously. The gemstone, and I'm looking at wallpaper on a cowboy house that matched that goddamn gemstone that's in that video. Except it was just little tiny horse heads everywhere. The same ears, everything. I was like, what the fuck? I don't know what the fuck. That craziest thing I ever seen in my life, though. Craziest rock I ever seen. And even that's crazier than the turtle flipper. As far as that goes, the turtle flipper is really detailed, but that can be easily done.
I wonder if that was a newly made one that got cracked during the weapons. Someone just made that Billy Fiore, and it got cracked during the.
Oh no, it looked like his
explosions.
I'm sure it went through the explosion. Oh, boom, there it is. In the bottom of the riverbed.
Yep.
Waiting for Christine to just walk along. Pick it up.
Deep rock.
Pick up the motherfucking rock. Turned over to fucking crystalline gemstone quartz. Get the fuck out of here. Did not just pick that up. Put that back down. It's like, so what the fuck did she just find? That is crazy, dude. It worked. I like it.
I just mentioned the Zap introduces heat.
Yeah, then you did. So I'm not.
I'm just saying in some form.
I'm not sure how they did that. Look, man, you point a fucking magnetron in the boombox and shit explodes. Alright? You ain't gonna stand there and pull the Billy Fiore. How you do pull under pressure? That doesn't make sense. It doesn't compute. But there it is. I don't know. It fucking blows my mind. Just to have that gemstone, it has to be under pressure when they hit it. It has to be. Turns into slag. That was not slag. It was gemstone. Tube of it, I don't know. With that whole thing under pressure, I don't know. I mean, they made fucking truck-sized James circulars for the outline and put in the solution and zap it. That you can form it like that. But how you would pull it? It's fine. You'd have to make it in a tube like that already pre-formed.
That's a pretty fucking massive piece too. To be honest, that's a massive Fiore.
Yeah, it's bigger than anything I've done.
Mm-hmm. That's bigger than most of your tubes.
As big as my head.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big rock.
It's a massive rock for a fucking Fiore. They had to have had some sort of mechanism for it to be that big.
That's what I'm saying. I wish I could be here. I got a few ideas, but pulling it isn't one of them. Because it wouldn't work like that.
Either that or maybe
That only works for glass. It doesn't work for crystal. Gemstones. It works okay for the landscape mold stuff that they make. That's fine. They got little tiny crystals growing up off the fucking plate. That's good shit right there. That horse, this level, that's a process right there.
the implications are interesting.
I'll find the instruction booklet for that shit. But obviously, my techniques were handed down from that. You're kidding me, right?
And that's
Gemstone art. I mean, somebody handed that down through Italy. And the Italian glass and all that good shit. That's been some hell of secrets right there, dog. Because I looked at it in Gemstone, 12,000 motherfucking years or older. In Gemstone, not glass, Gem fucking stone. Fucking drop my pants. It's unreal. Very pretty stuff.
I wonder what they did with them.
It ain't even really that pretty. It's a rough.
A little rough Fiori, but I'm sure they did prettier.
It's an
Considering
outline
what
horse.
they've done.
That's what it is. It's an outline horse. It's a simple Billy Fiori.
That's what
However,
I was also saying.
It's-
Like, I was wondering what they did with them.
however, it's nice, nicely done. It's just a simple. But I couldn't imagine some of the things they were doing. If they did that, fuck me.
What were they decorating with that? The insides?
No idea. No idea, man. That's what I don't know. I ain't seen anything indicating anything like that, but I seen it. Christine picked it up. She's got the damn thing. So you know that thing's got to be worth millions of dollars. So there's one of it in the world. In the fucking world. And it's a horse in a crystal. I got video I can charge to make you look at that one. That's how lucky Christine is, man. Needs to be all bend over and pick this shit up out the river.
Kathy Hopkins says, did you get the info I was looking for?
Lord, I don't know. What do you want to know? I'll have to refresh. I've been busy, Kate. How you doing?
I mean, you haven't seen anywhere where there's just suddenly a fuck ton of Fioris just laying around.
I wouldn't mind going back to that same spot out there.
I get the feeling that was perhaps somewhere where they were created rather than placed. Kind of like our
but I
little
mean,
pit
what
there,
did they use it for, etc.? I don't know.
considering what it was. Kathy says address.
Oh. Aha. I don't know. I mean, at some point, I just gotta be like, I appreciate you trying. I don't know. I'll ask. Not everybody can donate. If it's tough. I've only got the Cash App. I know they don't use it in Canada or the UK.
You're cutting out. She's out.
Big surprise there. I appreciate you trying. But I forgot to ask them that. I got one letter from them. I was a little more concerned about the letter for the food stamps today. But I can talk to him on Messenger tonight and ask him. I think it's a P.O. box. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how he gets his mail. I know it's different than different address in his house, which is cool in my book. I'm the guy who's got my house and address and X fucking business friend. Well, he's still a friend. I ain't in business with him. Guy used to run his art gallery in Galveston there. On
Okay, let me know then, and it's good to go.
everybody got Christmas lights up. I think we should leave them up all the time. Remind us to be happy every day. At some point, you just gotta.
This is the only time you're allowed to be cheery. Kathy said, oh, by the way, at 2 a.m. here last night, 11 p.m. your time, Orion was perfect. Stay upright. The reason I got to see it was because Scorch had to go out.
Oh, you can feel that water. We got a lot of water in there.
I've already read all of them.
Doesn't like decelerating much either. When she's on, gets temperamental.
What do you
In her
mean
old age.
slower?
She's like, what do you mean slow down? I'm just getting ready to fucking go another 100 miles. Fucking my butt can't take it, lady. She's a good RV. She got her quirks, so I gotta give it. See, she does have her quirks. Sweet, sweet. Right in front of Judas Bush. Well, it's Jamie's bush. It's Judas' favorite bush. We made it. Hey, Chris. You have a good night too. It's awful late over there. It's late here for me. I'm usually in bed by now. Jamie said it, man. Bedtime's 9. Oh, my fuck it. You bet it's bedtime at 9. Throw those thermals up. Heat the flat iron tonight. We gotta get propane in the tanks tomorrow. They sell it up here to the culture center. I was gonna get some today, but we ended up staying down there till Mike went to work. Done some.
Bite him, Chico. Bite him. Bite
Arf.
Bite him.
Arf.
Bite
You gotta poop. You do. You have to poop. Will you tell him?
Well, you're fucked. I'm walking your leash.
Oh. Bite him. Bite him.
Yeah.
Oh, you probably gotta let him in. Hey, bro, how you doing?
Right.
Well, we made it back a little bit late.
Oh, one piece. What's up, Jeff? Did you go to Winslow?
We stayed at Mike and Cheyenne's little bit. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we got to hang out. I fixed their heater. Their heater was broken. They've been fucking going cold about it. I was like, fuck that shit. He bought.
I don't think she was cold. Mike's pretty big. She goes. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Oh, dude, she was smiling from ear to ear when that motherfucker lit up. It's hot now.
What kind of heater do they have?
Little electric one.
Oh,
Little electric box.
Shit. That's not good. You gotta keep your women thick folk warm. Unfortunately, my mom don't like it hot. Built that way. Going out.
Yeah, we gotta go up and get some propane tomorrow. I was gonna get an exchange tank. Everybody wanted like 26, 28 bucks for them. I was like, fuck that shit, man. I'll get one filled for 15.
Yep, exactly.
Done.
Yeah, I was getting shoddy signal the whole time. So I was like, I gotta go.
Yeah, it's all the way up. Pretty bad signal till we get here.
Yeah,
then
there's
it ain't too bad.
2 spots. I think right after you get what they call the Badlands, after the after the painted desert, and it starts going like that.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
start rising there, and then
And you would think you'd get good shit because that fucking 5G tower is sitting right there.
It's a Navajo stuff.
There's something.
Like us Hopis and Crispy Hippie.
No crispy hippie
Navajo.
fucking signal
That's-
shit. Yeah.
I was kidding.
That's some fucking satcoms and all kinds of fucking satellite arrays sitting there, man. I'm like, what the fuck? I got no signal. I'm being irradiated.
I know, huh? People start thinking about all that.
I need a signal if I'm getting irradiated. There's got to be a trade-off there.
I'm really wondering about this place. I mean, is it really going to be a water place? Because they keep getting new toys around in a house and things around there. It doesn't seem like they want to actually
do anything with it.
I'm wondering who's running that. If this village got their fingers on that. They already got a water tower there. Yeah. And I don't understand why. Okay, see these little. What I don't get about these villages, they all have their own banks. They all have their own money. They all have their own streams of revenue and things they can do for their things. So when they go into contract with one another to do something, why aren't they held accountable when they renege on a proposition? Now because they're stalling. These motherfuckers over here, they're starting to instigate new laws and regulations and shit like that. They're like, wait a fucking minute, and they think that no one's watching, My mom, is bringing up all this stuff, and my mom is getting old. Yeah.
Well, she got to hand the torch off to you.
Well, not necessarily. I could care less. I don't get any services from anybody.
It does. It's a bitch getting up that fucking hill with the fucking tank full of water. That's all right. We'll take all the jugs with us when we go on a road trip or something else, man. It'd be double.
I mean, even
two
that.
birds.
What if they cut off the roads?
Oh, yeah.
See, that's as simple as that. That's what and everybody talks
well, then
about.
You'd better know where there's some water.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Everybody talks about resources and this shit. It's a joke to me. I'm gonna love it when it goes out.
Shit, I already know I can't get water up here. I count on it anymore. I came up a couple times not knowing.
Well, like I'm saying, when that time comes, you're gonna need people who go by that old system, not trying to instigate this failed system. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's already out here. And the people who are gonna be like that, well, they're gonna have a hard place trying to fit in.
Yeah, it'd be tough up here.
First thing I'd go back to our martial law and say, hey, all you warriors and people who think you guys, now's the time to start exerting that and go guard all our resources. If not, I'm gonna guard them. I'm not gonna like the way I do it.
Couldn't find any in your area. Huh. I wonder why, Nick. I saw some terrified farmers up there in Canada. The fruit trees and everything's going bad this year.
I can't scare us. We were here when there was nothing here.
Yeah, well, yeah, you grow your own food.
So I say you can't scare us, man.
Most America doesn't grow their own food. They're going to depend on Trump to feed them and get them toilet paper on time.
I don't even know about that. I'm just saying.
Trump 2024.
There you go. Make sure we're gonna serve all the red hats first. The blue hats will serve them second.
Yeah, see, you got
that. Wearing red hats.
That blue armband and the fucking shaved head ladies. They're last.
Indians for Trump.
Well, at least it doesn't say MAGA on it.
Oh shit! Where'd you get that?
His dad made it.
Dad gave it to
him. Oh, Miss Christine did us a favor. Mike got me so high I didn't even know what time it was. He all of a sudden he had to go to work. I was like, oh shit, dude.
Got me so high my beard braided itself.
It did.
This shit was unusually clean tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, my Pokeballs.
What?
What Pokeball? I'm just kidding. Yeah, well.
How you doing? Excited?
This is what?
It's what?
Apple lemonade.
What'd you do?
It's spilled a tad bit.
God, boy.
A little bit. God damn it, boy. We had a bit of excitement this morning. My mom and I, she was misunderstanding what I said to her. An old project that I need to kick her butt. Oh, okay. You didn't explain. I go, Mom, I explained it to her. Look at it's on the tablet. Look at all the stuff we heard. It's
Can I have some sugar? Huh? Can I have some sugar?
Oh my God.
Pour some sugar on me.
No.
No.
You have some pineapple.
Yeah.
Kids.
No sugar.
No. I used to be one.
Missing out on Funday Sunday. Now you're just in time. It's bedtime.
I just said that. So got some new people on there that I saw too. And when I logged on, somebody got kicked off, which was funny.
Oh, Nick makes real good tamales. I'll tell you, you should probably be 18 or over, or at least active over here. We're not a social network. This channel belongs to the Wrenches.
Yeah.
If you want to know what it's about, you can go to the community page.
Here for a little bit.
There's a couple of videos up top there, raw mapped. One you should really look at.
Just hasn't really gotten moderator.
I stood down as Republican top senatorial investigator in 2014 because of a plot to kill you off and your family and your friends and your neighbors. Little boy down the street, 3/4 of you anyway, in your neighborhood and all the way around the world, just to make my son safe in a bunker they offered me. So you might want to go check out what you could do about it, unless you think you're going to get some good information from CN motherfucking N. Then swipe left, because that's what kind of channel you just rolled up on. Have a good day. I've already lost 6. That's why I'm on the road like a motherfucking toad hopping around. Talk about my government's a vile fucking entity. Y'all ready for this? I'll give you something you can look at.
You know, the only place that you're going to be able to actually say that shit when the shit comes down is on the reservation.
Well,
Think about it. Think about it. Really. Think
yeah,
about it.
Well, I'll be able to say it anywhere.
I don't think so.
Well, probably.
We'll see when we get there.
Probably because they'll be dead.
Because they're not going to want to have shit to do this place.
Probably not. They're gonna. Most people, 3/4 of them are going to be fucking nuked out and fucking killed by the UN troops. So it is what it is.
Now you wonder why they're keeping all these rolls and numbers and.
I just know this much. If I ain't listening to my heart, I'm fucking up in that time. Because Mama's gonna make sure I'm in a safe fucking place wherever I'm at.
No, Chico. No.
You denied, Chico.
Denied,
dude. He's like, where's the fucking square orange thing? We're out of propane, boo. Till the morning. We're gonna get propane for it in the morning. You'll be okay.
I got denied.
You want my
what
lap?
I love.
I know, your second choice. Your second choice lap.
I always loved you. I meant to go here first.
Burrito.
You belong to them, not me.
Second choice lap.
I got my other puppy. My kitty, I did it.
He's even complaining. He's got himself a lap and a little belly rub. He's like, Jimmy doesn't love me.
I do. I don't know what I did.
He's sitting here pouting in my lap. He's a silly dog.
I was saying that to my mom today. I was like, it's kind of fucked up that, you know, I'm loyal to my friends, but sometimes my friends don't like each other sometimes. Not so much now in the past like 10 years, but earlier, like in my 20s and 30s, early 30s. Yeah.
Friends used to like to fight each other, huh?
They'd behave in my apartment.
To poop or something. What are you tripping on?
And I limit them on their alcohol intake. Like, you can only have so much, bro, until you start becoming a problem.
There you go.
For real, bro? I was like, yeah. Why's that? No, so-and-so's gonna be here. Shit up. Yeah, okay. All right, then. Fucking always have that talk in the fucking beginning of the party before you get too drunk. Now you guys are gonna be fucking fighting. You're gonna be fucking straight out, man.
I've had friends like that. I think everybody does. Party would be party without a fight, I guess.
Yeah, because that happens, you know. Everybody fight. Everybody gets their beer, like goes and makes a circle. Isn't it so? That's the tribal shit. It's so funny, bro.
It's better than Saturday night.
Fuck yeah,
Like
it's
the
so
boxing ring.
fucking funny, man. It's too cliche, man. Guy world's fucked up, man.
Guy world, shit, you're partying in the wrong place, man. Girls getting fighting.
I mean, guy world is because we just do it just because we're wired that way. I mean, later on we'll be okay. What's up, bros? We'll be drinking with each other. It's like, so why do we fight? That's what I'm saying. Guy world.
Yep. Girls be in it for the clothes and the fucking life hate.
They're committed, man.
They are.
They're down like that.
That's what I'm saying, man. The fucking real fights when the girls get into it, man. The fucking clothes is ripped and their fucking feelings is hurt forever.
Oh, yeah.
They hate each other for life. I've had many a girlfriend that has the tale of those woes.
And that is what I was talking about this morning. That's what got me into trouble. Trying to explain my mom the need for people like me to investigate and not get scared to delve into different areas. You know, I was telling my mom because she was being, you know, she didn't want to admit stuff, and I wasn't trying to get a minute just talk. And I was like, well, I guess this is what it is. You know, if I'm making you feel like that, there's a reason. My dad, I was trying to reason with him over here, and it was slowing about this much snow on the ground. You like what I was saying, but I wasn't giving ground. So I just, well, boy, just get out the truck. I was like, no, we're gonna talk about this today. You keep avoiding it, and you keep it. Whoa. I drove from here, around the front, and over there, all the way to the stop sign, with my foot dragging in the snow. Because I would drop the issue. I even had a shotgun because he was gonna drop me off over there at the because what I usually do is I have someone drop me way off somewhere and I walk home. So I had that shotgun and I was like, "What's wrong with you, old man? What the fuck's wrong with you?" Because he was living with my that stepmom of ours or whatever, and he had his mind twisted and shit like that. And I went, fired the shit, got off, and he just looked at me. I go, "Dad, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You know, you're dragging. You got the door open. You know, you don't want to talk to me. You're dragging me all the way a fucking mile and shit." And I fired the shotgun. What the fuck's wrong with you? And he didn't. He just like, you know what? Have a fucking nice day, man. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you. So I walked out and walked away. Next day, I seen him at the culture center. I was like, "Hey, man, I'm sorry." He goes, "No, I'm sorry, son." I go, "Yeah, you're my fucking father. What the fuck's wrong with you? And you fucking choosing fucking somebody over blood? Over blood?" And just like looked at me. Maybe that's why I needed to say, you know what? Whatever the fuck we were talking about, you know what? It's not gonna get resolved. So, you know, go have your family. Yeah. That's why I didn't cry on my fucking, you know. That's not just one thing. It's a thing over and over and over. But then again, too, that sickening thing. I was loyal to my father. I was his fucking soldier and shit. That's why I can't understand this stuff. How some people can just
over.
But I understand
trouble.
It. Yeah, but I understand it when someone talks to me. I never deny that because I know what it feels like.
Yeah.
And she's always triggering my mom for some of that stuff. But I told her, I go, because I understand and can talk about it. Other people are gonna learn from it. I go, like some of the stuff that gets said on your, you know, we're not here for that. Yeah, there's plenty of other places we can go. You know, but if you want to contribute, yeah, cool. It's like that lady, she's saying, Ryan, yeah. Because of my age and prostate, you know, getting bigger, I have to get up in the night and I see him. You know,
he's standing up, isn't he?
Exactly. But at 4, you know, he's already going that way.
Looking like a drunk.
9:30, he's over here.
Yeah, it's like he got drunk and then fucking woke up, kind of fucked up, got up, had himself a day, and fucking fell over again. Ryan the drunk. He's definitely wobbling. Anything on the ecliptic is doing that. The sun's actually doing that
Do you ever,
to our observation.
do you think that somehow it's getting distorted by the atmosphere?
Well, no more than usual.
Yeah. Because that's what I see sometimes too, fluctuations, and I noticed that those are getting a bit prevalent too.
Well, the fluctuations are because, like Iswa will show, sometimes the bow shock looks normal,
I'm just talking
and
about
then it kind of goes flat, like
the color, like the light. And
mhm,
sometimes it'll stop, and sometimes it'll go like things are going across the face of it.
yeah.
Yeah. Other times it's coming from, but other times you can see like, or it's like a weird kind of light. You can tell that it's offbeat somehow, or it's
Mhm.
something's going past it, and then it
Or
starts going its
mhm,
color again. Yeah, that's what I'm noticing.
yep,
Well, shows that.
shadows.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the pressure
Yeah,
on
but I
the.
can see it though.
Yeah.
You can see it.
That's why I look, because if I see something, I'm all like, bam, and I'll hit Iswa, I'll be like, yeah, it probably is something.
When I see things, my mind, I take a mental picture of everything that's around. Even like sounds I hear.
His glasses bring it up too.
Yeah. Sometimes some fucking shadows will get so close they break through, and you can see the topography on the planet that's causing that. I've witnessed it a couple times. Uh, One time it was just fucking huge, unbelievably huge. I thought I was going to die. I've already told you about that with Richard. Uh, and another time I saw something about the size of the moon, but it wasn't the moon. It only had one crater on the fucking thing. Our moon was a crescent that night.
It's crazy how good the images they can get of the moon now.
Mhm. Yeah, and they can miss all this shit that I'm looking at with my eyeball. Like at this point, they got to be taking pot shots between planets. Shit.
Yeah, I just want to go take a whole year out there and just monitor my thoughts and everything around me. Because like I was going through my pictures and shit, and that's what I was saying to my mom. I fucking get some of these things, goat that's not supposed to be out here, bees burrowing in fucking snow. It's all time stamped and everything like that too. So, like I'm saying, all this data, it's all like an almanac. Like when I was a kid, we'd spend summers out there all the time, and we'd know like, oh, there's certain bugs out. There's certain years there was dry, certain years it was wet, certain years it was grasshoppers, certain years it was a bunch of butterflies every fucking where. Certain years there was certain bugs all over the ground. Like it was like you would watch, we look at it, it would be fine. But if we sat there and watched, you would start seeing the fucking ground move because there was all these little bugs out, and nobody knew what the fuck they were. They were there, and you wouldn't notice it. Just walking. You would have to just stand there for a while
And look.
and just sit there for a while and then watch, and then you would see all these little, like it was the ground moving. Not violently, just like little here and there, like little things going. But there was like a bunch of them, like grains of sand and shit. And then we'd be like, fucking see that shit? Like, yeah, what the fuck you think it is? And we always go back to, remember they used to say a long time ago? And we'd start reaching back and see I'm in that place now. People don't believe that, one year there was a fuckload of butterflies out here, like all day, like streams of butterflies out here, like all day, like going somewhere, like fluttering all, and we're like, everybody's outside looking at all that shit. Yeah. And when you're going to the field and down at the ranch, shit, we were closing up the windows because nothing but fucking grasshoppers, and they were jumping in the car. And all the way down to the ranch and all the way back. That's like a 15-mile drive in a dirt road.
Yeah.
And that's a constant fucking.
A lot of fucking grasshoppers.
But see, I don't understand why other people don't have those memories. See?
Yeah.
It's weird because a lot of people didn't spend their time out there. Like, see, we stayed over at the high school, and then we get up, go all the way over here, My grandma stayed over here. Sometimes we go to these fields over there, and that field out towards Winslow. Yeah, there's a couple fields out that, about maybe 10 miles from here that we go check on. Come over here to Pacawee where my brother is, get the horses, tack up, maybe visit that field right there, and visit those two fields in the back in the orchards. Then we go down, not just on this road, but on like the back roads and shit. I'm glad my the camera that I have has a timestamp for a lot of it, and my GoPro has timestamps on there too.
Yeah, that's helpful when you're documenting stuff. That's necessary, like it happened at this time. I refer to people on my Facebook a lot if they have any fucking questions about what I've said come true, because I said a lot and it's come true. You thought you saw a what? Oh, a white owl.
Yeah, there's white owls out here. Some down here, about 5 miles away.
Oh, he's in Glendale.
Oh.
It might have been a big pigeon. Just kidding. Yeah, those are pretty. Oh, sorry. I like the blue herons.
Yeah, those are cool. We got cranes out here, fucking about 7 feet tall. They come here in migratory path. They go down to the where the cattle drink from, at our ranch. I want to go get pictures like that too.
I saw.
They're fucking tall, dude. They got big eyes.
Yeah, big herrings.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Tall. Yeah. One time I put my rifle on. I wasn't gonna shoot it. I just want to see what because my dad acts all tough and stuff like that. We'd sit there and wait to see our cattle come drink and just to watch them because that's our job. And then some kids, they're spooky, dude, because they got that one big, like they're looking at you. And you see them maybe at 100, 120, 50 yards.
They got good vision.
And I was sitting on this side, and we parked that way, and I was on this side. I took my and put it on there. And so that's when I heard my dad go, son. And then tone I never heard him say. And he's all, no. I go, I wasn't gonna do it. I just wanted to see what you say. But no. I heard it's there's read somewhere there's a curse, or not a curse, or you earn some type of bad luck by killing something like that, because I think it's in Buddhist or some Eastern philosophy, it takes 100 lifetimes to be that type of creature, or that type of like a crane or something like that. Something I read, might be just fiction, but
I believe we developed from the atom on up, man. I mean, how you gonna know what it is to be a blade of grass that got shat on, pissed on, fucking cut down with a goddamn lawnmower if you ain't been one? You gotta learn all these things on your way to be a son, I think.
I think that's where empathy comes from. Maybe you keep getting recycled over and over. Not recycled, but keep coming back over and over.
Usually the soul gets to go back to Creator and give him back a little bit of that energy that you grow.
And you know what? I think I'm being used for. If you think in that manner, I'm being used in a manner to go make sure the things that he placed there are there. But only certain people can see those things.
Yeah.
And that's I'm beginning to understand.
People with eyes.
Yeah. So I'm beginning to understand and more than that too, just like we said about your feelings. Yeah, that's the thing too.
Well, that's our eyes and ears.
Mm-hmm. That's why I can't explain. That's why my mom just kind of just laughs at me. Is like, well, at some point you're gonna stop questioning. I was like, yeah, sometimes mom too. I'm just talking to myself. You don't really know how
these eyes can fool you. These ears can fool you. But listening with this, that's pure intent, and that you can't fake. That's the beauty of getting everybody on that, because fuck, man, you can tell somebody's lying to you. It's a beautiful language. You can't you can't miss it if you're listening with this. I try to do better every day, trying to listen with it a little bit, and it's like Mike was talking today. He's a he's over there at Subway training these new people how to be magnets. he's he got stuff in the shop moving around. She's like, oh, it's telekinesis. I'm like, no. He's like, no. And he explains the magnet field to him and everything. But yeah, man, it's all about spreading the love. He said it was funny because I've noticed the same thing, but this is the first person he ever tried to show. He said she was smacking at it and couldn't make it move. And he was like, no, you just real gentle like this and relax, and made it jump all over the place and crinkle. She was like, oh my God, it's telekinesis. But yeah, he schooled her up on the magnet a little bit. So I think that kind of shit is fucking awesome, man, because if this is for the younger kids anyways, 'cause I'm fucking 56 years old, dude.
Hmm. I like those toys that you ever see those bouncing toys that they have on, some people have them on their desk.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I used to love
I
those
love the
things.
one that has it's kind of, I don't know, it undulates. The free counter, there's like a 3 level one. There's sticks, and one just goes around and around.
Yeah, and they kind of change
At first, I
places.
thought they were magnetic, but they're just put at a counterbalance.
Fulcrum, yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do a lot of that hanging ones, bouncing ones. It's pretty easy to,
Nice.
but like I said, I think that only gets sold around like
Well, it's cold.
I've only made a few too, mobile.
I've made a couple of mobiles,
I was just gonna ask you that.
dragonfly ones, and dragonfly butterfly mix. He was just trying to get a nut and hide it.
Uh, Squirrels.
Squirrels, are they?
I wonder if
Uh
they
oh.
caught the
Cross
squirrels.
contamination zombie squirrel virus. Oh
Study the
shit.
squirrel.
What your squirrels doing out there, Nick? Carnivorous fuckers.
Tomorrow's Monday. Yeah,
Mhm.
all day.
Yeah, I was happy for that. That means I can go up there and get some fucking heat gas in the morning. They don't serve it on Sunday. But yeah, fucking 26 and $28. I stopped at Flying J wanted 26, and the Texaco they had cheaper gas, but they wanted 28 for their fucking propane bottle. And usually, if you exchange those, they only got like 3 gallons in the fucking things. They ain't, I ain't never picked up one that feels heavy like after you get it filled up. After you get one filled up heavy, you know, feels about half the weight when you're getting it out of the Walmart bin.
Mm-hmm.
You're paying twice as much. Our Walmart used to only be about $18, so I used to run up there sometimes and get it.
The Walmart used to be across the overpass where you guys are at. At the Walmart, Winslow Walmart, used to be over on the other side of the overpass.
Oh, they moved your Walmart. Huh?
There's a Kmart on that side too.
Oh
a
shit.
long time ago.
Yeah, fuck, man. Kmart used to exist, huh?
Yeah, that was the last. That
You
was,
don't see very many of that shit
that was the last
anymore.
Kmart I was in. I think because in California, like I said, they would have that. We used to go get sandwiches over there, and they used to come in a bag. I always remember they were in a bag, and we go have picnics. So when we came out here, to remember my dad asking for, and that's how they served them up too. Like the deli. I guess they had a deli at there. Like how they do at Walmart. They serve food and shit like that. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, they do.
Fuck yeah, but they had a like cafeteria and
Yeah,
shit.
you
Now they
can
don't have
sit
that shit
there
no
and
more.
have-
Yeah, they don't have that
Yeah.
shit no more.
You have yourself some fucking lunch sitting here at Kmart.
That's another thing I was telling my mom to go through her memories about all the.
God, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I was gonna set a thing up to the camera and stuff that I was talking to her about today.
Yeah, Kmart used to be everywhere.
Yep. You remember Zodi in Southern California? You don't remember a Zodi's?
Uh-uh.
We used to go to a Zodi's place called Zodi. It's in that one movie, Blood In, Blood Out. That one guy was talking about Zodi's. Yeah, right by the Zodi's. He's talking about that. I cracked up because not a lot of people know where the Zodi's is at.
Yeah.
When we moved out here in Winslow, there was a place called Yellowfront, where the jail is now. Where the police station is right now.
Okay.
Yeah, right there used to be Yellowfront right there.
What was that?
It was kind of like not really a general store, like kind of like a hiking apparel and kind of clothing store and kind of outfitter. Because that's where we had to get jackets. Because when we moved from California, we didn't have fucking jackets. And we moved here.
Dude.
We moved out here around this time and it was cold. So, we never seen a wood stove. We're from fucking California, man. We don't know about this shit. So all we had was cutoffs and short sleeve shirts and fucking flip flops and shit. So we had to go to Winslow, go to this place called Yellowfront, and we bought us jackets and shit. So like, it's just strange, okay.
It's very fucking worthy to have up here.
Yeah.
Shit, bro.
Always remember that though.
That's
All these stores that are gone though, Yellowfront, Zodi's. One thing when we back to California is, do you know Stater Brothers?
Stater Brothers.
Yeah, it's a grocery chain in Southern California.
Okay.
I grew up near one and it's still there, so that kind of feels good. The neighborhood store's still there. A lot of that stuff's still there. Like our catty corner from where I grew up was a Mexican place. It's still there, but just a different name. Library's still there. This place called Sir George's is still there. My grandma's wondering, like, why do you want to eat here? I was like, because we used to, when I was visiting last year, every night I told her, because she was asking, because how about this? He goes, we go to every place where we used to hang out, like, my family, or, she was asking me, goes, why do you want to eat here? I go, because I used to come up the street from around the corner, and this is the first place my sister got at work at, was at the Wiener Schnitzel, and it's still there. Yeah, so she's all looking at me, I'm just eating this in her memory, So we went down back, and then the next night we went to a burger joint called Sir George's, still there, so we just ate there and just kicked it and stuff like that. I don't know, memory lane and stuff.
Most of my life in SoCal was spent in the glass industry doing shit back and forth.
You were probably
to head shops and shit. And
you were probably just not starting too, because if I was down there, 9? You were probably 19,
oh yeah,
20?
bro.
You're probably Seamus's age.
I was right on the cusp of when they started blowing glass.
Shit, man.
In the 90s.
Damn, you're probably in pictures too, huh? All over. Like
Yeah,
somewhere
I'm
where
in high time.
Yeah, somewhere to research and put a whole timeline together.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
Dude, I'm mentioned in several bios too, like Flow magazine.
I used to read those.
Blowers magazine.
If you were to see which issue you were in, yeah, that'd be cool because we used to read those High Times and stuff.
High Times.
Oh yeah.
Las Vegas issue 01.
01, okay.
I was in the you remember the Elvis insert?
No.
It was in there in the Las Vegas issue. They had a special edition Elvis insert brochure of all the glass artists at the trade show that
if I get that, can you
High Times
sign it for
decided
me?
to sponsor. I sure could. It actually mentions his mother's name too. It's Catfish and Kelly's Pipes and Pouches is how it was listed. Had my phone number and everything.
Uh,
Oh, I was pissed actually at Michael for putting my phone number in there. I'd asked him not to.
hey,
Oh, dude, I started getting calls from all over the world, and I was too busy for that shit.
is this catfish?
I told him, I said, it'd be cool, be in your magazine, but don't put my phone number in there, dude. So I'm busy enough from the trade shows, truly. I don't need the world calling me for glass because that's not, I don't want people knowing I'm known for my glass. I just sent you that because it was some of the stuff I just made and I was getting in high time. So I was like, all right, cool, let's throw this in there.
One of these carvers got into or his carving. He would carve like we carve with cottonwood root. So he got one was about he would look for a specific one and one with a root that would like sometimes if you halved it and you took it apart, that root would still be in there. It would come out of that other side. So he would specifically look for those ones because what he was making was kind of obscene to some people, but he made a male what they call a cuckoo belly, and what those things do around here is they'll go up to like the female one will look for a male, and it'll come up to you and kind of imitate copulation,
Hmm?
and then she'll give you like a sumibiki, like it's just a cornmeal, like a little thing we wrap in tamales, looks like a tamale, but it's blue cornmeal, and that's what we call sumibiki, and it's sweet. So she'll give that to
Yeah,
you for
Paula.
that. But if you the thing is not to be. It's like a lesson. Don't fall for these kind. And there's a male guy going around doing that, but it's not for their. It's like for a germination type of thing for the feminine and the females on that side, and for us it's like a lesson to watch out for women like that, so. And I had been avoiding that for since I was a boy. I was either too fast or I would watch, and because they'll come at the dances and then you'll see them creeping, and they're runners too, and sometimes there'll be runners and races too. There'll be runners and racers too at the same time, but sometimes they'll be creeping around when the clowns are out too. There'll be all kinds of kachinas out, but that one will come and like I said, imitate all that stuff. So it's funny that at about maybe, how old was my boy? About two. I was about 36. I was that old, that I finally got caught because I was holding my boy and we were watching. And then he came right to us, and you hear my aunt was right there.
You ain't running nowhere.
Exactly. Got both of us at the same time. Him at a baby and me finally as old as I was, But it's funny how the outside world doesn't see that, we live, like where I was born and raised, but we're from here, and we're privy to all the things that happen, like when we go back to California, when we spend a little time out here, people are like, what are you talking about? And that's all they would know is in the media, and it's still surprising it's only improved a little bit in the last few years, but still there's a lot of still like misconstruing going.
We gotta wake up.
Yeah, well,
kind of shit going on.
A lot of mislabeling, a lot of not asking or researching.
And no content even. I using your spirituality to like on a zero basis of like click on my ass next week and I might show you what we got to wake up for. It's just
I think what's going on is will always be going on. I think it's just its form right now, or one of the many forms of it.
yeah.
And where I grew up and where it was every day for me. You go outside the door, close the door, and that's where it is. They're free every day. Everybody else too, and you learn to adapt and learn to live with it. My thing was always informing people. What you do with bullies, you try to make them understand. A lot of times that don't work. You learn a lot of that growing up though, but still,
well, I think it's sad that people do that. It's like that antifreeze thing. on all
me,
these bases.
me saying that is because I've lived it my whole life, and up until right now, like the person we're talking about, I think we know who you and I were talking about. Yeah,
Well, that's
yeah,
the only real reference
and
I have to
yeah,
go on.
and I'm 46 years old, so that has been going on that long. And interestingly enough, the year I was born, it became legal for us to practice our religion again.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, it's so funny. I was born when the Indian Religious Freedom Act was passed,
Yeah.
granting us the right to practice our own religion how we've always been practicing it.
In the land of the free.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very much in the vein of what you're talking about, our government's idiosyncrasies in law, and then their blatant neglect of the things that they put all this
Us.
legalities behind. Yeah, a lot of that. And the woman I was talking to you about, and what I was showing you about, I watched that video, and then you could see them using technology to map their stuff, because mineral interests are sending agents and people with contracts with
Out here?
exploratory equipment and other things without asking. Same kind of thing. It's a different thing they're coming to mine. It's actually mining stuff.
Yeah.
Other people are coming out here to mine us for other things, but the person that I was talking to about, she went down there. She provided and was able to help these people provide them to get familiar with the technology. And you could see them, some of these guys talking to those old ladies, like, what is this? Oh, it's like a flashlight. Look, getting them familiar with it, and then telling them, like, it's for the benefit of, and yeah, too, that information could get used against them too. But then again, too, it's kind of like at a choke point now, that if they don't, it's almost like at a point, it's almost like where we're at. It's gonna be at a point where, if we do, if we the less people we have trying to protect these resources, the less protections those things are gonna have. And I take it upon myself to do the things that I'm interested in, can get to, and do have I see that there's nobody doing that. And then that's all I was trying to provide with these guys, just to let them know that there's people like me out there too. And to let people know that I'm out there and can see these things. I don't have a drone, but I don't, GPS is your phone, and somebody's monitoring that somewhere. And we have Google Earth, but the thing is, it's just
From
like,
the footage I've seen, you don't need a drone. You'll just climb on that over there.
yeah, exactly. And you can see the footprints and things like that. And I take pictures and dates and things like this for when it comes to archaeological resource crimes. I studied the laws about that. I don't think we have anything that is anything like that made people may know out of that. Like what like people going out there with sawzalls or masonry saws and cutting out whole panels. That has happened, not out here, various else places, and graffiti over the years. And see, that kind of data that I have is only so many years back, but I don't know anybody who's got that currently.
People do that.
Yeah, well, it's a thing.
I've seen
I just
all over.
I just
same thing.
Monitor it.
People
Also,
putting their new shit in there. I mean,
also
pick a different fucking rock.
Normal damage and some of the wear and tear too. So I just go take pictures of that and different lighting too. I need to put more effort into actually putting like reflective lighting and hitting it at certain optimal like the golden hour kind of thing.
Those people were really good at putting two messages in one sculpture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything is just like what we do. I mean, they were just as sophisticated as us, and some of those are readily evident in some of the the depictions in them. And that's why I like to take certain people around these places who, in my mind, kind of earn it, because they display and share with me a lot of their videos, much like yourself, but like with specifics, like their like job behind it, the profession. What this woman does is she from all the way from going out there looking for stories, being out there providing equipment, travel, editing, sound, production, all that herself. And that's very cool, because
I can't do that.
No, I can't either. I would need very much help, but in this light, I have the content though, that can, and that's where I can adapt anybody who wants to have any collaboration or wants to display any of the images with the approval of myself, of course, because it's very important for me that some of these things be held in its rightful like context,
Yeah.
not to be have some guy's subtext and somebody's commercial over it. That can come at another time at somebody else's decision, but not to be over there. Oh, cool, right on. Just because he didn't say,
I can write anything
exactly.
I want
Yeah.
over it.
Yeah, and then there's a matter
Yeah.
of being actually accurate, and having because the question is going to come like,
And your
how do you,
name's on that.
yeah,
You
exactly.
want to
Uh-huh.
come straight.
Yeah.
I get that.
Mhm.
That's how I present
Mhm.
that's why I do it here too. Because I mean, I don't think anybody'd give it as straight as I do.
Mhm.
But I looked around and none of these production people want to come out with the truth. It ends their clicks because if you give them something to actually look at.
And there are permits and things like that. I was watching some of the videos that were made like years ago about a certain person we both know, and so I saw those things on there, and some people did who were in official capacity told him about things and even gave him a bit of banter back about, yeah, they're respectful of what they're doing. It reminds them of this, similar to this, but like this, you still have to go through like even any other municipality, and it wasn't trying to be, and yeah, they were trying to, throw a lot of smoke at it, saying a lot of this, that, and the other, and it's kind of like, pointing the finger, and really everybody that has eyes can blatantly see, nah, that's what you guys are doing. That's why you guys are out here. That's why you're getting kicked out. You know, and you're accusing people of, hiding something. You're accusing people of, you know, mm, having the right to be there. And but they don't know these things, so they're just, and it's like I said, it's old stuff. And anytime I try to
It's
pick,
like me going into Russia and saying I'm
and
staking claim over here.
and
It's exactly like that.
and, and
It's kind of ludicrous that he tried some stupid shit like that.
the thing is, I have a bunch of people, who know and been at these places more years than sometimes even what's his name was for. So there's people and places and things that I've talked to and, traveled to, and actually not necessarily interviewed them, but I've seen them talk their thing with him.
Yeah.
So I've watched how they talk about it and they reminisce and what they, I've never really gathered any really goals or anything like that. It's just people hanging out, and it's time, we're gathered now, it's time, we're here, we're gonna do this, let's do it. A little bit of growing up, grilling up, whatever they do, you know.
Bromation, man.
Yeah, and that's it. That's all it is. It's a social club.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get to say that because the
Mm.
thing went out, and I wanted to make sure I was heard.
Oh,
It's a social club for the ever hopeful and the ever. It's an opportunity for people who can see that as an opportunity,
yep.
and it's like a self-help book. It's like your grandma's favorite preacher promising the world's gonna end on that certain day, and then never coming. Much like that.
Yeah.
And on all the new religions from the 70s that now they're having their 15 minutes, so to speak, and we don't, it's a business. Why else would it be
Mm.
tax free? Tell me that.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing that gets me, the man should be he should have been in prison for a minimum of 5 years. He gave away troop movement during wartime. He got That's how he got out of his CEO ship because he was supposed to go to prison. He ended up in the goddamn desert with a little hat on and a fucking $500,000 RV driving around talking about Jesus. Never spent a day in prison. His whole organization is under Langley. He's owned by the U.S. government. I'm not even sure if this latest fiasco with him having new warrants out for his arrest are even real, to be honest with you. You got to start in the Mossad.
They made that.
That
They,
guy's
they said
organization is more than
somebody
just
was
an
saying
opportunity to him. He's doing something
that thing that he was
for
trying to
someone
do over
else
here
doing
was
that,
because
bro.
those cops tased him. Remember, it was,
Yeah, something about he had something in him, a parasite.
yeah, but somebody on that thing said, and this is old stuff.
Yeah.
And like I
I
said,
remember this
I said,
a couple years ago. Someone had mentioned
I said that.
Derek Rose pulled something parasite
I
out.
sent
I was
that to
like, get the
him.
fuck out of
I
here.
sent that to him because I told him what I typed into YouTube just by chance.
Yeah,
So I come up and like, but honestly, I'd never known it. The only reason I sent it is because that same video is on what's his name's thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like I said, I watched most of his, and like I told him, I like one day I was looking bored, a notepad. I'm like, oh, okay, what's that? Watch that. That's all I did all day, and that's like, oh, huh. I've never done that. I haven't done that with yours. There's way too many, and plus we get along, and it's not like I have to ask him, well, what do you mean?
Still watch him.
Yeah.
I like it that you go back
But-
and look at my troll videos.
But I watched it, so I don't know about which one.
Or what's your name? God, I can't
Oh, that's
remember
just the
her
one,
name.
the painted turtle lady.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, the what's her name? Shit. I don't want to get it wrong.
Oh yeah.
The other lady.
She came up on another one.
The
too.
one that was.
The only reason I know that is
yeah.
because what's her name brought that up, and see all that stuff is because she. I watched his enough to know.
Those
that
are some of my best videos.
I watched what's his enough to know that I had seen that one before, and that's why I sent it. But it's a no.
Yeah, well, that's because somebody else is tearing it apart, of course, because of what it is.
Mhm.
And you're hoping he'll answer something about that or see something in himself and be like, I don't know, actually.
And then
But I think
off that guys, I seen that that your Urantia stuff, and then I seen his comment on that from a long time ago, and I was like, huh, he knew about these people a long time, and he was already out there, not only you, to everybody else for you know who. Yeah. So like I said, this is only recently, but I've already suspected and already known, and I've already seen and I've already offered to you. But like I say, it's now now everything's coming
and the
to light.
fact that he had that.
Yeah.
And nobody else in fucking Derek Rose's whole world would have that because he doesn't want to accentuate that.
Well, I mean,
why in the hell did he have that?
And
that's the kind of thing. It's like, so what does he fucking know?
A savvy piece of
how deep into it is he?
A savvy piece of editing, and a little tongue-in-cheek, cynical little phrase like how we tried to do, over there. I mean, hey man, they tried to do that too. I mean, I don't understand why people would do this and not like it when someone gave it to them in kind. I don't understand that, And he's the very moment when we went over there with this, I could see it, kind of like, going up in here, and it was there for a while, because it was because you forget about that. It's right there, So because he's always, oh, tell him, not like, hey, we're going live, like, oh, okay, cool, or I'm filming over here. Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, so what do you think? Trying to like, what do they call that type of interview style, like a shot kind of style, you're like, oh, hey man, and just anybody on the street kind of like, hey man, what do you think? Get that kind of, that's what he would do.
Yeah, okay.
You could see it in that one video where he's over there like.
So I've never watched any of this shit.
The thing is I think that takes away when you're like this. I think people are more like offended, Whereas this is, you see me climbing with it and stuff like you forget it's there, and it's not so. And my friend over there was telling me that, yeah, he's kind of getting freaked out about that. I go, yeah, he should. He's always putting that camera in other people's faces. I'm on 2 of his videos. He didn't even ask me about it, Because I kind of got miffed at the one that was ending because I'm all like, if you really wanted to see what I can do, don't have me doing it with just a rake handle. They actually make staffs for those things. I have a practice one. I could have give you the whole show. He has me doing because I was bored. Oh, there's a handle. I'm all twirling it around. I would have shown him, just like I was showing him with that sling.
Yeah.
Yeah. But those videos I want to make for myself. It was like, whoa, check that out. Yeah, that's cool.
Slow motion.
Yeah, I seen some on. Yeah,
I can
the
see
only
that.
the only value that I would add to it is just landscape.
Yeah.
I do that over on that.
Gee, I about said you got the
Mhm.
perfect view
Yeah.
out here.
Do some of that over there.
Yeah.
That's all I would do. Target. My two dogs. I have those videos.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Take a naked snow dive.
that's
Once
another.
a week. Once a week, man. That's gonna be a thing.
Yeah, huh?
Not for me.
Don't say that. That's that was how many years ago? 5 years ago. I showed that video to my friend. He goes, "Who's that?" I go, "Oh, that's me." What are you doing? That's not you. I was like, yeah, because I had all these layers on me. It was cold because I was wondering, just thin layers. I get bored, and you got to be out there testing your gear. You might rip it, lose it, how it
Yeah.
insulates, and so you're out there putting my stuff away, and he's all watching me putting, and it's blowing too. He's like, "Oh man, it's cold. Aren't you cold?" I go, "Yeah, that's why I have all that stuff on, bro." And he's like, "It's actually hot. Watch." So I put that tent away. It's all blowing. It's all coming out there because out there you have to control this because if you don't, you excessively sweat. If you excessively sweat, you get cold, and you take off layers. I go, "Watch," and he goes, he sees me taking off those layers because I got too hot. So I go, "That's what you do because if you don't do that, you're gonna start perspiring, and that's gonna chill you." Yeah, exactly. He's like, "Man, that's cool, man. I'd watch you. You should get a YouTube channel." Yeah, that's he's cracking up at it. "You should get a YouTube channel." And that's the first time I heard that, and I never. If I had $1 for every time I've heard that ever since.
Teach people how to survive, man.
But
In the cold.
It was funny that he would say that though, because for the past, he was here with when that guy was here, Cardio.
Yeah.
And he would go back from his house to over here, kick it, and to over there, some other people where TJ and them kick it back that way.
Yeah.
I had been friends with them too, but he had been wanting to learn how to do this, like plant and stuff, and he's trying to buddy me up. But I know, and this is it's a weird thing. I'm actually harsher to my relatives because it's kind of like it's not a free license to be but you gotta be real with your people. If anything, your own people.
Yeah.
So him being related to me, one time I told him, I was like, I know why you're here. He's like, why? Because your eyes for somebody else. And I was like, but I've known that, and still, I can talk to you like this and be like this with you. And he just kind of like, and he knew, and I knew too. But like I was telling him, but I still accept that. It's not an excuse for me to treat you like who I know who you're over here watching for. And you tell them that. But from this day forward, we're not gonna hang out no more. I don't know where people begin to understand or how to strategize with human beings like this. But I think that's one of the traits of us out here.
Yeah.
Because we haven't had to go and the only thing we have, in our modern history is when the Spanish came and we had to do things to preserve our way of life. A lot of things go under that, but some things like that too, that instinct, just like I was saying, engaging with my friend who's not really my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of
not if he
represents
eyes for someone else.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
and he was
treasonous.
all it was just to see and measure who knew what.
Yeah.
If they really were what they were. And another thing too, that stuff does talk. Because he was trying to do all that over there. And mind you, I told him that one day I'd want to come over here and see who'd done this, because what I had traveled from, I just told you, from Keams all the way to over there. That's what we were maintaining, orchards. But along the way, I would see people who had stuff like ours. Because I'm not kidding. I've seen people destroy things that we maintain because of spite. Trees, that we grew up taking care of. That's why, it's real easy and hard for me to care about things because, I can see it being taken away.
Things go away. People
Mhm.
don't.
And it just happens sometimes too. It's like what happened with my cat.
Well,
You know,
people go
how many
away
cat?
too.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you know, and I just value humanity more than I do
I
things,
want people.
and doing things and experiences more than I value things.
I
I
want.
get that myself.
I just want a place to practice all that. That you know what I used to practice as a kid. And it's not about getting back to
Uh,
your childhood. It's about just practicing it. You know, because it's there.
uh,
I grew up doing it. And yeah, I grew up doing all that other stuff too. And I think that's the reason that I do this too. It's not out of guilt. It's because it's and it's not anything that I'm trying to position myself to be above anybody else. It's just there. Somebody gave that to me.
and they taught you right.
Uh-huh. I yeah, I mean, but still people can still do this too, and you know
Hmm.
do what our kids are doing. Like when all this stuff came to be, what did I discover? Well, I discovered that my kid can go to school on a computer. My what 6 or 7 year old kid can,
Uh,
yeah, and my in front of his grandma, despite everything that was going on, all this fear stuff that I had to watch everybody go through. Mind you, I wasn't everybody, because like I said, when all that stuff started,
yeah,
you know, and what you
you
what
listened to your heart and
well,
came back
yeah,
home.
exactly
The universe
what you
told you get
what
home.
you preach to people.
Yeah,
I and that's one of the things I was trying to get myself to be intimate with for the benefit of other people, because when I came home I did a video of myself out there with my phone, and because how people get what people say about having to isolate themselves and do things, and even to the point of voices and things like that. That's why I go out there and see people out there, even the I can tell when someone's faking it, because like in the job I used to have, we would deal with developmentally disabled people with you would learn their back histories, and you have to be trained to administer their medicines, what conditions they have, their physical capabilities, age, everything. Some of them had real abusive background. Some of them, nothing wrong with them. It was just their family. And see where I was talking about family? Yeah,
yeah.
I've actually cared for people. There's nothing wrong with them. Maybe an accident or their abusive environment, and that's what you would read about them. And that's how you get to have that person be like that. That's what people can do to
Mm.
people, and that's why I'm really attuned to that. Not because of the trauma aspect, but because of the projecting and not being verbal aspect,
Hmm.
like the feelings aspect,
The actual
like that. Yeah.
communications.
And so you would read their behaviors, and certain people would warn you about certain things, and
Uh,
you would be like, and weeks then go by, months go by, and they would ask you, so better watch out for so and so, and then you would read the report of what happened to them. And then later on, I had that job for numerous years, but none of those things ever happened. And then this is what I would say to people, because sometimes those people would last, some people won't. It's not a job for everybody.
mm.
You know, and the thing is that the people who didn't last, yeah, there's something wrong with them. Ain't nothing wrong with those people. Just like certain animals or certain indicators, those guys are real good bullshit monitors
Yeah,
too. Yeah, can't pull, even though they're the way they are, you can't pull the wool over their eyes.
they communicate
Yeah.
here. Um, Somebody today sent me a message about a group of folks that have uh, disabilities, and they communicate with each other, telepathy they
Mhm.
use, and it's real accurate. People are freaking out. It's like,
I
and
have
she was like, I think it has something to do with the magnet. And I was like, well, yeah, absolutely. That's our old language.
I have
And many of us actually do speak the fucking shit and listen to it, but we haven't been listening to them. That's
I have an auntie who's like that, and the one thing about being me, what I was taught, and where I had to practice it, and where I grew up, because there are not too many of us out there in the world, but we were out there, you know. And my parents always taught me to maintain that. Our traditions too,
Hmm?
because we weren't just out there living. We had a fully complete family unit. My uncles were. I grew up with my uncles. It's all kinds of Indian people up there, all kinds of Hopis and my relatives. My aunties used to take care of me over there. Yeah, it wasn't like I grew up in California, didn't know my family. They were all around me. That's what I'm beginning to understand. I've been going by everybody else's narrative, by listening to them, picking out what they think is right about my life.
Mm.
Been doing this shit wrong, dude. That's where I've been going wrong. And that's why I kind of had to argue to my mom today about why we react the way it is, because it's other people's what we think, what they've told us to think. And I told her that's what I'm trying to undo. And all this stuff, it has a price. Because getting to that point where no one wants to go, where everybody avoids, I sometimes avoid everybody else too, my mom. Nobody wants to talk about these things, but I tell her the benefit of it being for the other people who don't have a parent like that, have a son like that, that has been through what that parent has, what I've been through, the result of everything like this, and can articulate for people, because that's for them. We already know what it is to carry this stuff. And and I told her, even you filming, even the head camera on right now filming this. I go, I need you to understand that. I go, it's the reason people keep coming to us. Why? Look at all these pictures, Mom. Look how many people have come at our house. Look how many businesses and how many times I've picked up trash at the cultural center. And I had tears going down my eyes, because that's like 9 years of my life right there. And I said it was 8, but actually, like I said, I timestamped that. I had actually been doing that stuff not 9 years.
Yeah.
And until when that guy I was talking to,
Horse.
Yeah, he was the only Hopi guy that ever helped me. And that's all
Yeah.
that's all
He's an old guy.
yeah. And that's all I was
That's
asking
what.
for. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
why when I talk to him, he knows it's real, because I tell him, because
Bro, that's all I see is a bunch of young guys over there, though.
but
They should be the ones over there
that's
doing
not
it.
my fault.
I know
Yeah.
it's not your fault.
Yeah, I already did.
I'm.
Yeah, but listen to me. I did my part. I
Hmm?
did it all myself. That's what the pictures are for. And that's why I was cracking up, because I did it with my dog. You can see me camping out there. You can see me filming whole. You can see me getting people's argument about what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You can see me the only one there during this, when you have to wear masks and stuff out there in the freaking.
I could tell people felt a certain way when I was out there
Mm,
picking up trash. They were
mm,
like, "What are you doing? Just picking up trash."
uh. And see, what I came to learn too is like what people will do to me, what people will do to others who help me, what people won't do,
Mm.
and what they'll protect, and what what they'll say, and what they will and won't do, and who are really here to be here, and who's just basically using this place.
The ladies were always appreciative.
Yeah,
I always asked if
yeah.
I could throw it
And
away in their
see,
dumpster, and
and
they were
then
like,
what
"Please."
I can understand is why people would even ask me that, because you just identified that you get to
Mm.
get away because of this.
Yeah.
They give it to me because I'm here, and it's just one more excuse to go over there and rub it into me, try to intimidate me. Because why am I saying this? Because I have film, I have video, not film. There's no film. I have video, and I have pictures, digital pictures. That's the way. And like I'm telling you, that's why I don't really. At some point, it has to stop. Not like I'm gonna do something about it, but I will talk about it. It's somebody else's job to do something about it.
Yeah.
Like I keep telling those guys, you better get ahead of this stuff.
Like your municipality. At your
Yeah,
community
yeah,
center.
but like I'm saying, nobody wants to do that here, and that's why I'm telling my mom. That's why I'm talking to her about these things, among other things. Her
Yeah.
time life and her accomplishments and everything, her birth and all that other stuff. But this other stuff is what I really need to get out of myself for other people, because it's gonna be like a template, like be like, if this happened, that. Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, and then you're gonna be beginning to empathize for that person who's giving you shit all the time, because you're
Hmm?
gonna understand why the fuck they're the way they are, and that's a tool. If I had that, yeah, and see someone that's gonna need to take that out, I mean,
I think some of these people in power are too busy to realize what time it really is, bro, and they're caught up in their shit. And if they knew what time it was, they'd straighten out.
Nah, they're gonna keep doing it.
You think?
That's the other thing too.
Right to the bitter end.
The other thing we were talking about, nature versus nurture. Why is it us that are more concerned about these things? Why am I over here torturing my mom, trying to find a better way forward and trying to get all the juice out of her? Because she's coming up on that age where it's going to be very hard to argue that she don't know anything. And I'm telling her that all this stuff that if you're afraid of what I was talking about, the whole thing of anybody, any question, what's your common fears? What's this, that, the other? The community you come from. Why aren't you out this? Why are you only brave here and you're not brave over here? Why you say this and you don't do it over here? Why you say this over here to this? Because
All that.
yeah, because I see it. I see it. I'm not a fool. But the thing is, why we need to be in an atmosphere where I can ask questions. Me and you, everybody's welcome to ask me questions. But the thing is not to get offended by these things, not to have to, well, why do you want it? Because that's what got in trouble, because we talked about this before. If you want me to explain it again, the reason I don't want to explain it is just, it gets to being like, it's like you either trust me or you don't. And that's cool. And if it's not, but and you're dealing with older people too, and finally it's like a process, and finally you kind of admit them, like, yeah,
older person.
yeah, but you kind of have to admit to, you have to take them out of that realm to where you have to make it safe to where they're not going to be consequences for what they say. They can trust the person that they're talking about. I will give them the data that I'm the video, what I'm writing about, so they can look what I'm writing about, how I'm editing my own thing to get to where is this cool, can I say it this way? I'm not gonna just cold lie like this, have you not try to give you an honest thing, but have to be guarded at the same time. No, that's not what I want.
Yeah.
There's many ways to say the same thing, and that's what my mom knows, and everybody who I think meets me, I have the capability of doing. We'll talk, and I can say, well, we can say it this way. Okay, that cool. No, okay, we can do it this way. Like, and and again, I wish for her to be able to be comfortable enough to have that, even this, what I'm talking to her about, because then people can show them, oh, hey, they're familiar with my mom. They know what she does. They know how annoying her son is and know it all and stuff like that. So, whatever, but they can watch us ease her into being comfortable, because I told my mom, I need, where I want you to be is like, okay, cool, mom, you need your computer, get that one file. Can you put a text over it? And I was saying all this stuff to my mom, and then have you be able to be that comfortable. I've seen you work as stenography, typewriter. All it is just and we've already talked about it. And, look at how these notes go back. I got written notes. I got notes on my tablet, and it's kind of just like this. Like I said, older person. What we say is that you start turning into a kid once you get older.
Yeah,
turning back into a kid. So hey,
in a lot of manners you do.
and this morning, I was looking at my mom. She's getting older. Yeah. So
She's still got her facilities about her,
yeah,
though, pretty
exactly.
much. I mean, she's
She has
still
all of them.
active and everything.
She has
She's
everything.
very sharp.
Yeah. But the thing is that it needs to be conveyed to her, and that's what I was telling her. I was like, and I tease her, look what you birthed upon the world. I can't make any apologies for the way I am.
You
That's what
shouldn't.
and that's what I'm telling her.
Yeah.
I get it about your qualifying statements, and things like that. And I told them you're very supportive of everything I'm saying, and not because you're gonna get anything from it. It's just because you see a human being trying to,
See you doing the same thing I've been doing all my life and fighting for
and
people's rights
the only
that
thing
don't
the only thing different is this.
have it in them. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing different, and that's what I told my mom. If that's my mom knows a bunch of people. It would be very easy for my mom to get probably subscribers just based on people she knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you and your mom would have
Yeah, exactly.
amazing.
But she's got to have somebody walk her into it, is what I'm saying, and that's a process that I want to actually get on. So that's what we were talking about this morning.
And you guys could probably get away with monetizing it, because, I mean, you're just showing people how to be a magnet, pretty much, and talking about history.
That's up to her.
Really.
I don't. That's what I was telling her too. There's ways you can do this, Mom, and you have a Cash App link on your thing. I know you use with your sisters, but there's other things you're gonna have to get familiar with to send to. You know, I got like the thing with her lawyer. I was like, basically, I had to make her do it. I was like, you gotta do that. I was like, you, not me. You're gonna have to be the one that. So
I could never monetize this channel because I cuss so much. I mean,
oh, I wouldn't even know
I
about the
just,
rules.
yeah,
It won't
you
be
just,
hard for my mom. My mom don't
yeah,
cuss.
you wouldn't even have to know about the rules. You just be doing your thing and it's fine because you don't cuss a whole lot. That's basically what about the only thing, I mean, don't give away secrets. And
That's what I told her
depending
too.
on what season it is, they're going to be uh, cherry picking to certain topics you obviously can't talk about or you might get struck. Be careful around those.
Yep.
I wasn't. I lost a bunch of channels,
Mm.
but I knew I wasn't giving out misinformation and I wasn't about to keep my mouth shut just because somebody didn't like what I said. Fucking Susie. Uh,
Well, the thing is, it's gonna be hard to argue with my mom. And I told her she's gonna be seeing comments. You don't want them, you block them. You want to respond to them, you can. But I go. The thing too is it's gonna eat up a lot of your time.
oh, yeah.
I told her that too. Not a lot of people are gonna be coming around, or just see how what you're willing to give to it, and or you want me to do all the just the things, the projects I want you to do is I want them to get them done before a certain time. I told her.
Lee got me struck a copyright strike one time for copying footage of me off of his channel. No shit, dude. I
Yeah,
was
and you know who didn't?
so pissed. I spent a whole day
You know who didn't answer me?
emailing and shit.
I was asking for his footage. Remember, I told him he still hadn't answered me about that. I asked him if I could use footage of his video for anything in the court case. I just wanted to see if he'd let me. So okay, cool. Well, bro, when I put shit on my channel, remember that thing I asked you? You didn't answer me. So what the fuck is my video doing on your fucking channel? Well, I just no. Remember, I asked you and you didn't give me an answer, and so.
You didn't care.
See, and this is the thing I'm preparing myself for.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I see him doing it, and the little bitch is gonna be, oh, dude, fuck you, you do it all the fucking time, dude. The fuck, man. There's this one thing in this comment section too. There's this picture.
You want some juice?
No, I'm good. Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah, sure. You know what? I should go to bed. No, I'm good now. I should go. I'm still watching something on my tablet. I was watching this one guy come from Winslow.
It was a nice ride up. Had a little case of the squeaky belt. It got over it though. Just tighten the damn thing. I'm changing the brake pads on this thing.
We were brainstorming this morning, good part of the morning, my mom and I was shooting like little phrases, like things to use, in different words, certain phrases throughout the decades, some governmental policies, just different words, throwing them in. What else were we talking about? How some of the tribes that back in the 80s, like the San Manuel in California, my mom used to work there at their bingo hall. And now they got all kinds of casinos in Southern California, man. But it started out with that. My mom used to come home with the fingers
Been
off.
in a few bingo halls. I like bingo. I gotta say I'm a boring geek.
Me too. So I was telling my mom about us. I was like, yeah, I admit this. That research and all that data. Yeah, I sit there and listen to a documentary, go through my notes, you work on something else, get high. That's how I do with my time.
Yeah,
You know?
ain't nothing wrong with it.
I like going and learning shit.
It adds to the shit filter.
I got
The more
baseball
you know.
cards. Yeah, I know that. That's what I tell my mom. You can pick up subtleties that people don't pick up. You don't have to tell anybody about it. It's just, no. Just be careful of that. You know?
Ah, shit, cat. Good morning. And yeah, hi, Lily. Happy birthday, Joe. Fuck. I'm getting old. Or his cat's kids making me feel old. Remember when he's a little guy? He's still little.
This is good.
Yeah, it cuts through it.
You still got? Oh yeah, we have lemon juice too.
Mm. Yeah, we got new lemon juice. I got to re-up the things I forgot last time. We got a couple more potato chips and
Do you remember the dog food?
yes,
Cool.
I did actually. Mm.
Good. Yeah, we're gonna go Tuesday.
You're going with
Is
us
that a big
Tuesday?
one?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. No, you're good size. Yeah, yeah. Gotta hold them for Tuesday.
Got them barbecue T-bone shit.
Right on. Thank you.
You welcome.
Yeah, we're gonna get some supplies Tuesday. Um, Christmas. Oh yeah, we're having enchiladas.
Oh yeah, I went ahead and cooked that ham today. We had some ham. We'll have some of that this week. That was some good stuff.
Let's see.
I want to have. I got batches of it for batches of ham and bean soup
Christmas is when?
Wednesday.
Thursday's my boy's birthday. I already showed him his birthday gift.
Mhm.
Let's see. He'll probably come up this weekend. Cops.
Mm.
Nice to go hiking with him. Like a little running joke we have. Every time we try to go back this way, all the way to the point, his mom calls. It's like 3 times it's happened. It's like your mom doesn't want us to go. We crack up. Kids getting big, man.
Yeah.
No, you can't do that. My mom was cracking my mom. I was like, "Hey, this thing's going on my head. Why me, tata?"
I used to hold my fuzzy thing like that too.
I'd be over there
Get a lot less fuzz.
flying him, fly me, tata, fly me. We're going into his grandma like this, and he just everybody just be laughing. He'd just be like, so funny. Now he's all big. He's over there with his little wagon getting corn, and I watch his recent videos. They're over here. He's all almost as tall as I am. I'm like, dang, man. The same field, 3 years old, and teaching him how to plant and stuff like that. And now he's what, 12, almost 12 years old now, 11. Feels good, dude, to have that,
Yeah.
And that's what I was telling my mom. She, one of those, he goes, what do you want? He goes, go give me one of your melons on the table. And they gave it to her. They cut it in there. You want one? I go, no. And I was looking down. Later on in the evening, I was talking to her. You know what it is? He goes, what? To be able to feed my family for as long as I have since I've been a kid. The freezer full of meat because we had cattle and we had produce and our corn and everything. And to have you And then she said to me, I saw you looking down. I goes, is that what you were feeling? I go, yeah. I go, you, he goes, you ladies, yeah, I get it about being, having kids and things like that. And I'm gonna tell you something. There's nothing like feeling like how I feel that I can feed you from these hands, that dirt outside, I can feed my family with. All this other stuff we don't need. I
Yeah.
mean, that's what I'm telling you. I go, but it feels to be able to look you in the eye and to tell anybody about this, that I have this, and it isn't a lie. You're eating it right there. And then she goes over and explains to me what it actually means to live out here. That's all it is. You don't really need any of it. It's nice. And look where I come from. Look where I grew up at.
Yeah.
And this is the thing that we're talking about. It's not meant to offend anybody. I mean, it's a simple little thing. But like I told my mom, very humbling. I mean, to like I said, to be in possession of that for that long.
A lot of people can't do that.
They can if they want.
Well, yeah,
They're gonna have to now.
they're gonna have to.
Yeah. But again, it's not meant to be accusatory or anything. I mean, because it's to us, it's really not anything to be like this. It's gonna have to be the
It
way.
tickles me you dance with your plants every step of the way, from seed to harvest and seed again. You're putting your energy into it.
It would be at this point in our lives, what we represent. There would be no that without us.
Yeah.
At this point in history, there would be no that without us. That's what we have. That's what we gave. And that's why it's coming back to us because all these other, to me, they're monstrosities. They're people's will and intent are being embedded in that thing, and that product is reflecting what those people are putting into it. So I won't be
Hmm.
a part of that. So you see me mock these
Yeah.
people till the day I get put in the ground.
That's why I see your crops doing well, and everybody around us this year said my crops shit out.
No,
There's a big
I
difference.
mean I would really want to know really where the numbers were behind all that. I talked to my friends. His weren't that way.
Uh,
His were actually thriving.
well,
So
you might be doing
you
it the
you
right way.
well, like I'm saying, you really don't know what the level of farming people are out here. I
Yeah.
do. So everybody's got their thing, and there's many places you haven't visited,
I
but
can tell you that guy with that tractor out there on the 87,
mm,
his field didn't do well last year. I remember seeing that one was big and it didn't do well.
well, when you have a big one and you don't have the manpower to take care of it too,
Uh,
and what my niece said, and she's in those books with us too, and she's recently got her finished with her degree, the one my mom was talking
yeah.
about, and I was talking to her about this stuff too. She was getting the impression of what I talked, and she's told me this is what impression I'm getting. Tell those people that they're probably gonna get Colvisti. And she said that not in English, but Colvisti means it's like they want to give up. They're not
Mm.
gonna want to do what is being asked of them because of you, because of us, because of what it is. And it was good that because she grew up out here. She's in those books and then those that like
Yeah.
we are. But we're all made of different things. Her dad is Hopi, her mom is a different, and those are the other stories that I'm beginning to understand, and that's what I was talking to her about. And her daughters were listening to me too because these are the things that are going to be coming up in their lives and in their child's lives. The mixing of the different tribes and blood quantum being thinned out, and also I talked to my son about this. In 2 generations, you can get that blood back. In his case, because I'm full blooded, his mom is your mom. And Hopi, if your mom is Hopi, you're Hopi, and so she's Hopi, but her dad is in some other tribe.
Mm.
So there's that third. So my son is like a quarter something else, and that is qualifying for any other tribe too. Some tribes, they only require that. So in my mind, if they get stuff that we can offer, it's just a title, it's just a number. You want to go over there and they want to give you housing, schooling, by all means. But he doesn't live out there. He lives here, you know. And,
Yeah.
I, you know, as long as he is, I talk to him about these things because I'm his dad, you know. And I tell, and people be like, "Well, you talk to your, yeah, of course I do. Talk to my
Mhm.
kids about these things. You talk about your kids with stranger
About
danger,
real life,
about
man.
your
What the
phone
hell,
number,
dude?
about
Yeah.
you know, about all these things, you know." That's why, you know, one of my exes was wondering why I was grilling her kids, and it's like, well, where I grew up, you have to know the street number and your number, you know. And amazing, your kid lives down here and he doesn't know his phone number, he doesn't know his street address, you know, like
What happens if he gets lost?
exactly. Well, again,
Yeah.
I'm starting to see that on YouTube too. A lot of things that what would be Gen X? I'm late. You're what? Early, wherever that is. That you know, people starting to define Gen X at. But it is true. A lot of the things that they talk about,
Gen X,
uh,
Gen Z.
the Who's Water, Star Wars, and all that stuff
Yeah.
about you know mild neglect from our parents and shit,
Yeah.
taking care of ourselves and yeah, all that shit.
Get back in here when the street lights come on.
Mhm.
Yeah,
that
kids
shit.
don't know anything about that.
Mm.
Those were the good old days. Used to dread seeing the street lights come
Yeah, everybody trying to get home, get the ass whipping.
on.
Nobody wanted to be home too. Shit, fuck that.
I know, right?
You're gone all day.
It's like, fuck, here come the street lights. We gotta go home. Everybody go home now. That's what the lights were for, wasn't it? So he'd stay out late. Nope.
Freaks come out at night.
Yeah.
Well, that's the one thing my mom says about here too, and that's true. Don't gotta worry so much about being out here. Got an odd freak or two out here. It's not like city kind of freak. Like
Uh-uh.
big city kind of freak is either drunk or high or pervert. It's basically what you're gonna see. Violent,
Fucking dog snoring. I thought it was you again.
What you guys gonna do tomorrow?
Lily grows stuff.
Right on. Want to grow some chilies and some gourds next year.
That sounds good,
I got a bunch
Lily.
of gourd seeds. I'm gonna throw them everywhere I can find, and all the washes everywhere, and go check on them later. It's my gourd. I planted it.
Make rattles.
Anything. Yeah, art. Rattles too.
My grandma used to have gourds growing all the time. She had all kinds of different rattles.
Yeah, I can make art of that. Yeah, I gotta start doing shit. It's fucked up.
She never really made art out of them. She just liked the way they rattled.
Good enough. She probably had all the tools to be. I make a mean rattle.
Yeah.
I boil them, clean them out, scrape them out real good. Can paint them.
Yeah. She just dried them. She never kept them long.
Mm.
Grandma was more into lapidary than painting. Sometimes we would do her goose eggs into really pretty little things. She'd paint them up and put little lace on them and put wax in them, and we put little figures, little scenes inside the goose egg. I remember doing that when we were young.
Goose egg.
Uh-huh. They're big. Goose eggs are big. They make a big fucking pan-sized omelet, bro. Yes, egg geese.
Goose eggs.
And she make everybody like the Tiffany eggs. She'd make everybody little Tiffany style eggs for
Uh-huh.
Christmas and shit. And I helped her. Yes, it was pretty cool. I gotta turn on the heater. It's getting chilly.
You better go to bed.
Cool. See you in the morning, sir. I'm fixing to go to bed. This one.
Everybody
For the night.
Mom, in the morning.
Light this thing up here. How dare I? It's cold. Yeah, we'll just fill these bottles up tomorrow morning. We're full of propane still. Snoring dogs. Whoever heard of such a thing? All right, y'all. I'm going to bed. We're back up here till Tuesday. Then we're taking Jamie's mom down again to get physical therapy and set up for appointments there. Fuck, we're coming up on Christmas. We'll be live on Christmas too, for sure. Because, I mean, you're my family. That's the way we roll. But we'll be up here, I'm sure. Jamie's mom says she's making tamales. So we're in for a treat. All right, y'all have a good night. I'm going to pass out. Love you, Lily. Love you, everybody. Have a good night. Keep that shooting cool.